So what are some other scenarios of the damage of online attacks?
Oh my God, I know too many scenarios, except because as you can tell, it's a privacy issue. So I don't necessarily want to say this person was suddenly attacked. It's not good for business. But I'll give you some scenarios. I have a client who happens to be a doctor, a very good gentleman, a good practice, and he actually told me that he lost half of his business, and he's a single. He said he can't even get a date because anybody who Googles him. On top page, right at the top page, there was all this nasty stuff from somebody which he knows who it is, but there's nothing he can do. A lot of these posts can be posted anonymously. And also, the law, in many cases, not all cases, but in many cases, the law of the land cannot help you. So a lot of times, it's a freedom of speech. It's somebody's opinion. You know, in fact, I know of the cases where people hired an attorney, and they took the other person to the court. And what happens? It immediately became a public record because it entered the court system. And sometimes you don't want that, because even if you beat them, this will suddenly show up on Google. So this doctor, really, his life was ruined. You know, I know a law firm. Seriously, I know a big law firm that they are under attack, and they actually went and did what I told you. They're a law firm. What do? They went, found out, they spent a lot of money, tracked who was the person who wrote bad things about the law firm and shows on top page of Google. Then they sued the guy. They won the case against the guy, against the attacker, but still things got worse. And when they approached the guy was basically judgment-proof. He said, well, I don't have any money, but you know what? Now that you're doing this, I'm going to tell hundreds and hundreds of my blogger friends to continue attacking your law firm. And they basically came to my firm because the law didn't help them. In fact, one of the major things we do is we work with a lot of attorneys. So we combine the power of the law, because it does help in some areas. We combine the power of the law with the power of technology, which we are best at. Search engines and social media and all that. And the combination of those two is very effective. In fact, one of the things I'm doing is I'm in a almost final stage of developing a software that allows businesses, health professionals, and law firms to protect themselves and their own clients, basically, where we're going to license this. It's essential thing. Everybody needs it. Because seriously, I even have a friend, you mentioned scenarios. I even had a friend who, his former ex-girlfriend wrote something bad and shows up on top page of Google. Now, I know only his side of the story, of course. I don't know her side of the story. But he says when he went to Match.com or something like that, he says he had a hard time getting a date. So what I'm trying to say is it affects your personal life. It can affect your professional business life. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Koz. That was very interesting.
Thank you.
And I think everyone and anyone who lives in this world of technology can benefit from this.
Thank you.